All right, well, here we are. Here's the building. Um, Last night I decided to paint it because that wasn't something I was going to show on the video and basically mock it up to show you guys what it would look like when it's done. I didn't put the window in yet. I'm planning on doing a bit of modifications yet to this and detailing, um, but I just wanted to show you what it would look like at this point. This is the point that we were trying to build at. And here you can see the texture on the walls. You can see the concrete block there. The back of it. So I did make a major mistake on this thing. Of course, I usually do make some kind of major mistakes on it. When you can probably see it right here. You see that little crack there, little gap? That's because this outer skin is on top of the corner. And the reason is because I should have made the front skin, the tile piece, I should have made it just a little bit wider than the backing piece so that this could tuck up underneath, and then we wouldn't have seen this corner at all. It would have been nice and flush. It would have looked more like that corner. So that's okay. That can be fixed. Not a big deal. But how am I going to fix it? That's the question. Okay, because I know that's what probably be what you guys are thinking is, well, how is he going to fix that? Now I could leave it alone, but then you're going to have that little gap there. Or I could take a piece of angle. Maybe I'll take a smaller piece than this. But you could take just a piece of angle and you could cover that right up. So that's what I'm going to end up doing. I'm probably going to use a little smaller piece of angle and just cover it up. The nice thing about this stuff is you can cover things up. So I painted it all with Krylon flat paint, flat spray paint. You got primer gray, flat black. This is actually a satin red, and then flat white. It's best to paint with flats. If you paint with glosses, if you're going to put decals right on top of it, you're going to want to use gloss because decals stick to gloss. They do not stick well to flat paints. If you are going to put a decal on a flat surface, put a little clear gloss on the area that you're going to put your decal on, let it dry, and your decals stick a lot better. So let's take a look at this place here. Let's drive off here. See you later, Charlie. We got the building here. The roof is made to remove. Now I didn't glue the bottom down here because I'm going to still work on this building, but this is the basic building, the basic project. You got your basic door there. Put a little door handle on there to make it a little detailed. You could put some trim around this if you wanted to. It's up to you, especially if you made a weird cut. If your cut's a little wavy or something like that, and you want to hide that, little pieces of trim will cover that up. Just the thing is, though, use really thin trim when you're doing this, because you got to think, look at trim on a building. It's only, at the most maybe 4 inches. And if you look at that, that's a mistake I see a lot of people do when they scratch build, is they put too big of trim around doors. And it just makes it look cartoonish, I think. So let's take a look at the interior here. Now the door pops open. Hold this still here. And that just comes right out. Or so you can display it open with an open door or a closed door. Now let's take a look at the interior here. Get a good view of that. You can see the H column there. That's a runner for the door. And then this just slides into the groove. There you go. That's that with the garage door. And then so we use the H columns as tracks. I didn't go all the way up to the top of the door. I left a little slack because I do have this little bump out here that the door is going to hit up against. And I needed to put that in because this was kind of bowing out a little bit and I needed to give it some rigidity. Speaking of the rigidity, we got the corner bracing in. See the corner brace right there? Sorry, the light, I'm blocking the light here. Let me move one of the lamps. Try to get a little better angle on the light here. That seems to help. There we go. You can see up here, I have the strip. And that's to give the roof something to ride on. And also I use the thicker stuff. This is the 1/4 inch by 1/8 inch strip. Oops. That stuff right there. And it does several different things. What it does is, of course, it supports the roof. That's the main thing. Second thing, it gives a little bit of rigidity to the wall. Helps keep it from bowing in or out. And also it helps block the light. Now, I don't know if you're going to do it or not, but I put lights in all my buildings, and I want to make sure that light stays in the building. So that's why I use little thicker walls, and that's why I put the strips up here so that there shouldn't be any light leakage. And if there is, I can use a little putty to seal it up. And then the base here is just it's primer gray, flat primer gray. As you can see, I use the same technique that you use to cut to scribe the concrete. You know, you're just not going all the way through. You want to make a nice line so that you can see the different. Now you can put cracks in here if you wanted to. You could crack the concrete. You could have gone around the edge and made like a little curb thing if you wanted to. I got a bevel right here where I beveled it down. So you got a ramp going up. Makes it a lot easier for the cars to drive in and out. So what's next? What are we going to do next to this thing? Actually, quite a bit. I got it to this point to illustrate. This is, you know, it could be finished. You know, you could call this finished if you wanted to. Just put a piece of clear in behind the in the window spot to make the window, and you know, glue it to the base, and you would be just fine. It'd be something you could be proud of. I'm going to take it one step further because I want to use this building for something. And if I'm going to use it for my purposes, I got to take it another step beyond. And I'm going to make this door a little bit bigger. And I'm going to use a pre-made door. And then I'm going to put one in the back too. I'm going to cut a hole in the back wall. That's why I didn't glue this down. And I'm going to put another door back there. And we're going to go from there. As far as detailing, I'm going to probably maybe weather it with some powders. Probably going to do something with the roof texture because it's flat black right now. So I'll probably run tape across it and paint over the tape. And that'll make it look like rubber roofing. That's a real quick and easy thing. And I'll show you guys how to do that if I go that route. or I might gravel it, which is put paint, a thick coat of paint down, and before the paint dries, lay down my gravel. Just how I do gravel lots, which I've showed you in other videos how to do that. So if you want to know how to do that, just look at maybe the truck stop video, I think, has where I did the gravel. And I'm not really sure what we're going to do with this building after that. I don't have a spot, dedicated for it on my layout. This was just, I built this strictly for this video to teach how to build like I do. Now, this is the basic structure. If you could build this, you could build things like my truck stop. You could build the gas stations, anything. Take a look around the layout. Eric's is built just like that. The Goodyear is basically two buildings, there and there, put together, which is a good way to do the larger structures. The ever popular Love Shack is built like that. The bus, that's how I scratch build. So when you look at my diorama, you'll see it. But it's basically the basic commercial design is generally boxes, and so that's the beginning. That once you learn how to do that, if you want to make a bigger building, use the same techniques and you just make it larger. The important thing is to really keep in mind, if you want to have a really good build, is proportion. You need to keep it proportional. You need to keep it believable. So when people see it, they don't see a toy. They don't see something that's way out of proportion. They see something that they actually could, believe that it's real, in a way. So we're going to do another video. It'll probably take a few days or so before I do that one, because I got some work to do. I'm going to have to paint these doors and make it a little piece of it. I got to figure out which piece of angle trim I want to use, and I'll probably just paint it flat white so it blends in. But, maybe figure out some signage. I have all kinds of details. You could turn this into a gas station really easy if you wanted to. Just put a pump island out there with a couple pumps. You can get a couple pumps from Greenlight, or you can get some 3D pumps, just 3D printed stuff and use it. But, you add a soda machine to it. You can do all kinds of stuff at this point. And it's sturdy enough that you could use this basically as a toy. If you wanted to make this, even a kid could play with it. Now, if they threw it or were really tough on it, they'd break it. But this could be played with. If it does crack, you just reglue it. That's why I build it really sturdy. This is built just exactly like I build everything else. And I've told this story before, but I'm going to tell it again. The Texaco station, the one that I have with the Waffle House, originally blew off the top of my car at 15 miles per hour and hit the pavement and broke because I forgot it was up there. And all I did do is I popped a seam on a corner and I put a couple scratches in, and I was able to sand it out a little bit, repaint it, and re-glued the corner. And there's only one little spot that nobody can find but me that shows that there was any kind of damage or repairs at all. So, this stuff is pretty resilient. If it cracks, if it breaks, you can re-glue it. Might add some lights to it. I'm not sure. But, we got the base. We got a hole drilled out for electrical for the future. We have the, sidewalk ready. We could have added some cracks to this if I wanted to. Use a little weathering powder and weather that up, make it look more like concrete. So yeah, we're going to do some detailing to this next. But At this point, really, glue it together and you could use it as it is. So if you have any questions, please ask in the comments and I will answer or clarify. Who knows? I might have to shoot another video to illustrate it, but that's okay, because I want you guys to know how to build. Um, and it also gives you a little understanding of what I do, even if you're not a builder. It shows you how difficult this, not difficult, but time consuming, I would say. It's not really hard to do. It just takes some time. Probably figure at this point how many hours, probably about 5 hours into the building, total work. I probably could have got it done a little quicker if I wouldn't have videoed it while I was doing it. So anyways, so this is not the end of this series. We're gonna do probably one or two more because we're gonna do a bunch of details to it. And then I'm not sure. What do you guys think I should do with this building? I don't know. I might use it as a giveaway on the Patreon account for somebody who donates, and especially somebody donates a good amount of money, they might get that as a premium. I don't know. In the future, we'll see. But I am going to detail it out. I might end up selling it. I don't know. We'll see. But so, anyways, please subscribe and like and comment. I do appreciate my viewers. I do appreciate my subscribers, and thank you very much for sticking with me. And we're looking to grow this channel um, and make it a source of information on building dioramas, along with showing off my work, of course. Got to do some showing off. So please support the channel. And I love the comments. Ask any questions. More comments, the better. Even if they're bad, you can say, you suck. I'll be like, thank you for commenting. You're helping my algorithm. So we'll see you guys next time.